Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first reveal our dad joke and this day in history. Now, our dad joke is for the weekend, but for Saturday the 21st, if you ever get cold, just stand in a corner for a bit. They're usually around 90 degrees. All right, and if you are a member and have a dad joke you'd like me to read out tomorrow, then feel free to leave a comment. And whether you remember or not, feel free to upvote the ones that you enjoyed. All right, and what do you think happened March 21st, 1965? The Selma to Montgomery March begins. On March 21st, 1965, anywhere from 2,000 to 8,000 civil rights activists marched from Selma, Alabama to the state capitol in Montgomery in an effort to secure voting rights for African Americans. On March 25th, the marchers set out again, led by Martin Luther King Jr., and protected by federalized National Guardsmen and FBI agents. Almost 50,000 supporters met the marchers in Montgomery, where they listened to King deliver a live televised speech from the steps of the Alabama state capitol. All right. Well, I would like to thank the following people for starting a new month. Thank you to Alan Prince, Jessica Flores, and Lorna Atwood. Thank you so much for your continued support. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got pound, plane, object or object, crown, jump, mark, frank, rich, goal, straight, point, bishop, king, blunt, frost, and capture. We were just talking about Martin Luther King Jr. Let's see. I don't know where to start here. We have bishop and king, which are chess pieces. Straight is a poker hand. King is a card face. Plain and rich could be ways of describing the taste of food, but I don't see others. What about pound? Lemon pound cake. Pound could be the currency. It could be a weight. It could be the verb, like to pound someone, to hit them. The pound and the mark. Well, the mark isn't a currency anymore, but it was Germany's currency before the euro. The franc was, I think, spelled with a C and was France's currency, the franc. Is there one with a K, or am I misremembering that? I don't know if there's a fourth anyway, and they're all near the top. So maybe not that. Maybe that's like a rainbow herring type thing, or just a red herring. What else would we be doing with pound? Capture? Capture is a chess term. I don't know. There's like chessy things here. There's currency things here. There's food taste things here, but I don't think any of them are right. Let's find what is right. Maybe jump. Is jump a good one to think about? I'm not really sure. Huh. Mark. I mean, we also have names, right? Mark and Frank. Bishop could be a name. King could be a name. But I don't think we're doing that either. Just names? I don't think so. Maybe if they all had like similar last names or something. Or similar occupations. I don't know. Point. Frost. I mean, Frost and Bishop are poets. But I don't know. Will we do Frost, Bishop, Frank, Mark, or King or something? I don't know. It doesn't seem right to me, but we'll see. This could be object or object. So a thing or objection. you don't like something. You object to it. I don't know, crown? Dental terms? Hats. Oh, the crown is the crown also a currency? I feel like it's not spelled that way either. But could this be a rainbow herring then? Like kind of currency words. Maybe not spelled right, maybe spelled right, maybe not spelled right. It could be. So what would be one to focus on then? Maybe frank. Like if you're frank, you're talking short. You're being short. You're being frank. You're being straight. You're being blunt. Okay, and you're being plain. Okay, I like that, and I think we have identified our rainbow herring. All right, that was yellow, but I'm happy to get anything. The rest of the rainbow herring is mark, pound, and crown. I think crown. Um, so let's focus on mark and pound then. What can we do with mark? To mark is to like point something out or to write or just a person's name. Mark. Mark could be a goal. It could be like an object, like the point. Yeah, the point of doing something. The point is in here, but like the purpose, right? Is this the purpose? Yeah, target. Okay, that's a good word for it. Good job, connections writers. Um, so we're down to maybe crown and pound get split up. Maybe it is cakes. Is it pound cake? Frost cake? Nah, I don't think it's cake. Is bishop cake a thing? Is rich cake a thing? I don't know. Rich. I feel like capture and jump are like checkers terms. So is king actually, but I don't know if there's another one. King, jump, and capture are terms in checkers. I don't think the rest of any of these other ones are. Did we put king and bishop together for chess? You can capture in chess as well, but I don't know. Maybe crown. Like when you get to the end, are you crowning your piece as a king? I'm gonna try this because I can't think of anything else. Okay, that was actually at checkers terms. All right, pound, rich, frost, and bishop. It is purple, so I want it to be cake related, but I don't know how. Let's just find out. It was poets. I did say Frost was a poet. Um, I think I did say Bishop and Frost were poets. I don't know Pound and Rich, so I wasn't going to get that category, but I had identified that. All right. This felt hard, and then it came together. So, but it only came together when I identified the rainbow herring, which not everyone's going to do. Like I feel like most players aren't playing that way. So that might have upped the difficulty. I'm going to give it a 2.7 and 70% solve rate. I'm like always probably wrong. We'll see. What are we looking at here? Like that looks like a face, but also a fist. I don't know what's happening. We're pointing. All right. Anyway, they give it 2.3. Their favorite rating. The one time I don't use their favorite rating, it's that. Holy moly, 39%. 39%. Okay. So my struggle was justified, I suppose, though I did not make any mistakes, which was nice. And I would call this a guessing game because it's such equal percentages on mistakes. And in fact, the mistakes increase as you move forward. So lots of just like people guessing and maybe getting lucky. My order, rainbow order, 1 and 32. All right. So of the winning games, which is only 39% of them right now, people are getting yellow first, maybe green, maybe not blue, definitely not purple. That's how I'd categorize those. Second is about the same, except now because so many already had yellow, they're getting green next. So rainbow order. And people who are losing are down to blue and purple and can't figure it out, or got absolutely nothing. Let's see how that breaks down. Okay, so we've got, wow, a whole 31% of all players got just green and yellow and then lost. 16% got absolutely nothing, and then 11% got only yellow. Holy moly, those are big percentages for losing games. We're going to have a lot of trying blues and purples and not quite knowing what to do. And I think it probably has to do with, is this chess maybe? And it wasn't chess, it was checkers, and that was the issue. Putting point in with the Frank category does make some sense, but it doesn't really work for me. Because you can say he was being Frank, you can't say he was being point. So I think it doesn't quite work. Also, point had to go in green. Mark, goal, point, and capture. So like your goal, I wouldn't put capture in there, but I could see trying it if you're lost. Like a lot of these might be I'm trying it because I got nothing else. And then, yeah, I think there's just a lot of stuff that's like, I don't know what blue and purple are doing. I'm going to start guessing. So yeah, the rainbow herring actually people fell for, which surprised me because of the spelling, but who knows. So people are getting yellow first, and then they're going the rainbow herring at 11%, then green, then blue with bishop. So this is trying to do chess terms, I would think. And then point with yellow in two different ways. And again, bishop with blue in a different way. So it's, I want to put king and bishop together. I'm trying to find more chess terms. Maybe it's these is likely what's happening here. Although with jump, I do wonder if they were going for chess. So who knows? All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Saturday, March 21st. We'll do the easy, medium, then hard. Let's play. Okay. I have a 0-1 and a 0-2 and a 0-4. Let's try 0-1 based on the other things we have. Wait, hold on. We got 12 and 3. That's probably 4-4-4. All right, so let's start with that. And then I want the 0-1 here, so I can do the 1-3 here because I want this double up here. And then this one goes here. All right. I don't really know how to describe what logic I used there. It just kind of worked. Okay, let's do the medium. A greater than 1 going into a 5. This adds to 1, so it has to be 0-1. Now, do we have a domino that adds to 4? We do. So, like, they want us to do that. Which means this has to be a double. I mean, is this just working? It absolutely worked. Okay. I wasn't expecting that to work. It felt too obvious, but it was medium, so I don't know. I was just like, well, maybe this is it. Let's play another. Let's do hard. 3 and then 2, but the 2's got like this extra tail to it. Let's draw out where our dominoes need to go, because that is very helpful. Draw those, and then we draw these. Okay, very straightforward geometry today. So this is a 6. I've got 6-3 and I've got 6-1. So would we want a 2 here or a 4 here? I don't know. 5 and 3, they have to be pretty low. Okay, I need a domino that adds to 5. We have 2-3. Do we have any others? I have 0-5, so already 2 that add to 5. Can I buy a 1-4? Yeah. So I've got every way to add to 5. So that's not an in. This is a 5-5, so that's just given. I just looked at it. Sorry, I didn't see it earlier. So we have a 6-3 and a 6-1. One goes here, and one goes here. So a 6-3 here would require this to add to 2, which we have. So I can't rule it out. A 6-1 would require this to add to 4, which I'm looking for, which we have. it just, I don't know. Do I need the 1-1 elsewhere? I need a lot of fives. Okay. 3 fives all in this area. So I've got, what fives do I have? 5 blank. It's going to be used somewhere. 5-2 and 5-1. So this uses up all my fives. So I've got 5 blank, 5-2, 5-1. It may make sense to do the 5 blank here because I have so many dominoes that add to 5. Although this is one of them. And then the other two would be interchangeable, which doesn't seem like a thing hard would do, but it is a thing hard does sometimes. And then this would be 5-2, I guess. I mean, we can always move things around, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I have... Oh, no, sorry, I have 5-1 and 5-2. So if this was 6-3, I could do 2-1, and then I could do 5-1 this way, and then I could do 5-2 this way. Where's my 7 go here? I mean, is it just there? How am I adding to 5? I have a 3-1, which I can then use with a 1 blank, I guess. How am I adding to 5 here? I can't. Well, if this would be 6-1, and this here I would need to add to 4. I need my 1-3, which I used here. So maybe there's another way to take care of this stuff. I mean, I guess I could swap these. What would go in here? The 3? Where's my 1-2? I used it elsewhere. I used it here. So I don't have I have this 2-3, but I don't have a 5-3. So would we swap these then? I don't know. I'm going in circles here because I don't know what's what. Where's my 4? Oh, did I not have a 4? I thought I had a 4. I thought I didn't rule out. This is a 4. Okay. So this would be 4-1. So it's still a 1. And then 5 blank would go here. I wonder if summing all these up would have been enough. Like, are all of these blank? Let's just assume they're all blank for a second. Then my 4 has to go in here. Oh, right, which is fine because this now adds to 2. There we go. Okay, so had we done the math, we would have seen that the empty spots are all blanks, and then that did it. But assuming they're all blanks worked too. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini and Midi crossword for Saturday, March 21st. Let's play. So it's the Saturday, it's the big one. Spring cleaning, box 1. I still love it. All right, first name of poet Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. All right. Let blank be blank. Let boys be boys. I don't know. That's usually what it is. That doesn't fit. Gorilla or chimpanzee is an ape. Clock setting in the UK, abbreviated. Is that going to be GMT maybe? Because there's also like British summertime or something. I don't know. We'll try GMT. Eugene Levy to Dan Levy. Dad, son, I don't know. It's Roy G. Biv for the colors of the rainbow. Spring cleaning box 2. Someone else will love it. If you don't like it, that's your problem. Box 3 is it's worthless. All right. Panels of buttons on which passcodes are entered. Keypads. Just barely defeated. Edged out. A narcissist has a big one. Ego. They love ego. High scoring words and spelling bee. Pangrams. Channel changers. Remotes. The downs are way easier than the crosses. Blank Bunny, musician known as King of Latin Trap. Bad Bunny. This is bygones. Let bygones be bygones. Painful eye malady. Why can't I say that? Painful eye malady is a sty. And then prefix for a modern genre. Neo. Okay. Well, I think under 2 minutes is pretty good for the big Saturday. So what are we doing? Keep, donate, and toss for spring cleaning. Okay. Keep, donate, toss. Makes sense. I wasn't going to come up with it, though. All right, let's do the MIDI. The MIDI has the theme above ground. Okay, let's play. That's just an and, I suppose. Let's look at the downs. Dance, sculpture, etc. Arts. Is that an and or it's etc.? It doesn't say and, but it could be plural. Director, screenwriter, Efron. Oh, I only think of Zac Efron, but I know there's another one. Maybe it's Noel or something. Fictional newspaper that once employed Eddie Brock in the Spider-Man universe. Oh, what's the Spider-Man newspaper called? The Daily Tribune? No. It's probably Daily something. Darn it, I can't remember. All right, let's keep doing acrosses. How about these ones? Lion's Warning is a roar. 3-member band, a trio. Fish that's also a color, salmon. And amusingly, we name it after what they look like on the inside. Oblong tomato type. Is that Roma tomatoes? School with the scroll and key, secret society. That's Yale. Up there in years, you're old. Okay. Major Orlando attraction, familiarly. Disney World. That's familiarly? What's it actually called? Like Walt Disney World or something? Firework that doesn't go off. A dud. Yep, notice that. I saw. One of the Obamas. I don't remember the Obama children names. Country with the most Olympic medals. 3,100. USA. That just has a dash. Okay. I think that means it's linked to another clue, but I don't know which one it's linked to. Incredulous question, or, when read phonetically, a description of each circled letter in this puzzle. Well, it's going to be Y, because I think every circled letter is a Y. There's only 2 circled letters. Oh, I can do this one. Tie-dye shirt. Long stretch of time as an eon. Had on, wore. NBA great with the nicknames The Big Aristotle, The Big Cactus, and The Big Shamrock, among others. Is that O'Neill? Is that how you spell O'Neill? Or is it I-E-L? Both look right to me. Darn it. I think normally it's I-E-L, isn't it? Shaq. Highlights section after a football game, maybe. Are those really Shaq nicknames? I don't know. But O'Neill fits, so I'm going to keep it. Highlights section after a football game, maybe. Real. Okay, maybe it is EIL. Because this is reels. What incredulous question. Rats. Earl Grey tea. Earl Grey, hot. Daily, what is it? Bugle? Oh, it's the Daily Bugle. Yeah. Came to me. Ginormous. Oh my god, you are too funny. Is it not Daily Bugle? Because this should be like LOL or something. Although that's not really what people use LOL for. Low pair and poker. Twos? Okay, maybe it's not Daily Bugle. So I want this to be twos. I get these. Sandwich known by its initials. BLT. Big and Loves Tomato. Ginormous is big. Daily Globe. This is LOL. That's not what that means. All right. State between Minnesota and Missouri is Iowa. All right. Really hate. Abhor. Fake. A sham. Mine removal is or. Pre-med. Science heavy undergrad track. Yes, for sure. One of the Obamas. Sasha, maybe? Oh, that is literally a dash. Okay. Promotional fuss before a product launch. Hype. Launch. I think I said lunch. Launch. They're launched. Launch again. They're launched from a home screen. Apps. Apps are launched from a home screen. Datum in a landing soon text. ETA. Make a choice. Opt. Federal Intelligence Group for short. NSA. Why? Why? Better late than never. What a dog shakes with. Paw. Rats. Is this not reels? Palindromic Indian flower. Oh. Gotta be Atta if it's palindromic. Highlights section. Maybe crap? Oh, recap. That was a close one. Phew. Oh, darn, I have something wrong. What does this say? Why on earth? I had so much trouble spelling O'Neill. Okay. I want to look up if I'm right about that being Shaq or not. The Big Shamrock. It is Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. Because he played for the Celtics. Gotcha. Okay. And I just don't know how to spell Shaq's name, I guess. Maybe I'll remember for next time. How'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is Sniff Sniff. Sniff Sniff. So two double Z's? Are we talking about like allergies or some smelling? You're sad? You're upset? You're crying? I mean, we've got nozzle. Really, not nozzle. I was ready to follow up and say, oh, since it's nozzle, that probably means like words for your nose or something. So nose. I have another ZZLE here. Muzzle. Certainly muzzle, right? Okay. And then what's the other ZZLE? Schnozzle. Okay, your schnoz. Okay, so it's like on the nose. Yeah, okay. I didn't just come up with that. I just saw, hey, I was going to say we have to start up here and end with nose for a spanogram. And I just immediately saw on the nose when I looked up there. So yeah, that's why that happened. Snout. Your horn. If I spell it right. Not your horn. Your horn. Your honker. Your honker. 2 more words. How many words for nose can I think of? What's this K doing? I don't know. Like, do we stop? It feels like we have to start with KA, which is possible, but I'm not seeing the word. Because, like, seek. Otherwise, we end in AK because we can't continue from the K. I mean, unless it's. I mean, I guess there could be a syllable break. Do I know these? Other words for nose. Not coming to me. Probos. Bio. This is boy, not bio. Borp. Your borp. Your back. Your cab. Cabbies. Your cabe. Darn it, I don't know this. Your probs. And oh, your beak. That's how it ends in AK. What the heck is this, though? Your proboscis? Is that the scientific name? Proboscis. The nose of a mammal, especially when it's long and mobile, such as the trunk of an elephant or snout of a tapir. Okay. Got it. Well, how'd you do? Hello, today's bonus game is Weaver. We need to get from fill to brim, word ladder style. This is just a word ladder game. So what we need to do is we need to change each letter one at a time from fill to get to brim. But every single time we change exactly one letter, it has to still be a valid word. And we're trying to do it in as few as possible. But it is near the end of the week, meaning they do get very hard at the end of the week. So I wouldn't mind getting it in like 2, 3, 4 over. We're just going to try for something. Now, it seems a little too obvious to try for Bill here to get the B correct. Because we still need to change that ILL. I mean, we could go ball and then bail, and that gets the I. Is BAME a word? No. Is Brill a word? No. Okay, so none of that. So my question is, can we avoid the B for now? Maybe we can go fall and then fail. And then we can go fame. Oh, fame is this way. Never mind. But what is there an AIM word that I could get to? All the ones I'm thinking of are ME. Yeah. Tame. Came. Lame. They're all AME. Okay. Frill is 2 L's. I could get to krill, but the problem is I don't know how to get a K here because kale is also Ellie. I could go to foil. I don't know how helpful that is. So I can't think of an OIM. Okay. So I don't know how helpful that was. There's pale. Does that help me at all? There's tail. Tame is ME. Trim would be great, but can't get to trill first. Is there a something RIL word? I don't think there is. What can I do? I think I have to get rid of that last L before I can get rid of the third L. What if I go for tall and then tail? Because that gets rid of the L at the end. And so now, I mean, the problem is I've got a vowels writing consonants and consonants writing vowels. Like you could bail hay, but I don't know how much that helps. There's like a balm. BAME isn't a word though. Ball in a word? No. Okay, maybe I don't go to bail yet. What if I go to call? Because then I can go to calm. This is the issue. I don't have an AIM, but yeah, this is still the same issue. I could go to calc, maybe? No, it doesn't accept calc for calculator. I'm going to think about this the other way for a second. What's the step from brim? Like, what's right before brim? Because actually, that's kind of hard to think of. Prim, maybe? Like prim and proper? So if I go from brim to prim, what do I do from there? Yeah, this is hard. I mean, I can go to pram, and then I could go to like cram. What does that do for me? Or cram, craw. I don't know how I'm getting these L's. Like, I'm circling here. It just doesn't feel like there's a lot of ways to go from brim. I don't think I can change the second letter at all. I don't think I can change the last letter. I don't think I can even change the third letter. I think the only option is to change the first letter. So I definitely don't want to go to B right away because I need to get to probably prim. so prim is almost locked in. So I need to get from fill to prim now. I need to get rid of that M as soon as possible. I wonder if is brie? Brie is the cheese. Is that how that's spelled? Maybe brie I can get to. It won't let me do it backwards, unfortunately. But what would I do from brie? Do I change the third letter? I don't think I can. Yeah, from brie, I'm not seeing another word. So I don't think that works. So I think it has to be prim. And then what can we change from prim, though? Prit a word or something? I don't know. All right. Well, I could go to pill. I don't know how much that helps. Kiln is a word. Maybe that's helpful. I'm trying to figure out how. What would I change from kiln? I don't see anything change from kiln. I think I need to get rid of the I first. And I think I need to go to fall in order to do that, because it's really hard to have I second and then another vowel after it. So I go fall to fail, which I think I tried before. Maybe. Like, and then I went to fame, which isn't spelled that way. Yeah. But maybe I can do fate. No, that's also TA. Darn it. I knew that. I just don't think this is it. Maybe fell instead, because I can do an EA. What was there an EAL? Teal, so I can do tell and then teal. And the point of this was now I can go team. And I can go tram. I can go trim. And I can go brim. Okay, I got it. In 7. Okay. So actually, I forgot about trim. Somehow I kept thinking I had to go to prim, but trim is much better. Okay, so yeah, the key here was getting an E second so I could go EA, which really opened up last letter options. So fell, tell, teal, team, tram, trim, brim. All right, finally got it. How'd you do? And let's spin the bonus game wheel and see what tomorrow's game will be. All right, Archie Studies suggested Bracket City. I believe it's The Atlantic that publishes that, but there will be a link in the description. And how'd you do? And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There is a link at the end of the video that'll take you right to my Wordle solve. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.